Right, I had a question from Ross about how to get crackling on a pork shoulder. It's pretty much the same whether it's a pork shoulder or a pork belly or a pork loin. The best way to get crackling is to leave your piece of meat in the fridge uncovered overnight. That will dry the skin out. If you then want to get the skin to crackle, it needs to be scored. Now, pork shoulder is really quite fatty, so you do need to make sure you score deeply into that, because it was the scoring that will let the fat escape and let it crackle. But if you're doing pulled pork with the skin on, you don't typically tend to do that. You don't typically leave the skin on. You would typically take the skin off, and if you wanted to crackle that, you could cook it separately. However, it can be done if you leave it on. And I would then cook my piece of pork shoulder slowly at 110, and then right at the end of the cook, turn your egg up to 220 degrees, and it will crackle the skin in about 15 minutes flat. I score the fat, I rub it with olive oil, and I rub a lot of Maldon salt into it. And if you do that, it will allow the fat to crackle. But crackle it at the end. Do watch it like a hawk, because you'll go from not crackled to burnt very quickly. I hope that answers it. Have a look at the recipe for my roast pork belly, slow roast pork belly. That describes the technique. I'll link it next to this video.